What is going on, everybody? Let's see if
What is going on, everybody?
see if
What is going on, everybody?
Hmm. What's all that squealing? That's weird.
What's all that squealing? That's weird.
Bear with me now. If there's anybody watching, am I still squealing? I think it was just the reverb because I had that on. Anybody? Nobody? Somebody? Sounds all right? Sounds good? All right, cool. All right, well, I'm just going to kind of set up here and give it a few minutes. Not too concerned if a bunch of people join it. It's Sunday. People have things to do, and that's okay. But I wanted to do it live. I was here. It's day 54. They're actually ready to go, and I have a pretty busy next 3 days, so I'd better just cut them today. Whew, how you doing there, LKB? Let me get my lights set up. All right. Now, I do see that there's a few other people in here, but they may not have accounts that they can actually talk on, and that's okay, or chat on the right side there. That's all right, though. Thank you for your support. I'm just going to get ready here, and we will cut this clutch. I've been doing good, man. Not a lot, man. Not a whole lot going on, dude. Just going to cut this clutch. Day 54, get it done with. I'm waiting on Lola to drop her eggs. I mean, they're due anytime now. Anytime now. Like, I expected to come in this morning and see them, and they weren't there, so she's definitely ready to go. What's up, Pythons on the Plains? I like that. I like that name. Big thumbs up for all of us Midwesters. All right, well, just give me a couple minutes here to get things together, and we'll get going. I think I want this around here-ish. Yeah, that will work. That will work. Oh my gosh, DJ Skulls, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a few minutes. Good to see you, for sure, for sure. Patty, Texas, what's happening, man? Good to see you too. Two people I haven't seen in a little while. Awesome. Yeah, we just finished getting ready here, man. We're cut some eggs, get this going. Definitely want to cut them. I put this on the side, I think will be best. And then we'll move it back over and take a look at them all after we cut them. Real quick though, y'all see this awesome sign? My nephew Gage made this for me. They had a 1 week kind of introductory course in welding, and 1 week at schools, maybe 45 minutes if you're lucky a day. And he took that time to make this for me, and I think that's awesome. I just think it's totally awesome. Very much appreciated. Gage, thank you very much, man. He's got a YouTube channel himself. He messes around with Rubik's Cubes and things like that, things that I can't do. So I will definitely put a link later on below. So if you want to go check him out, go over there and say, hey, man, thanks for making something cool for your uncle. I'd appreciate it. All right, all right. I won't need the paper towels because I'm not very messy. We got 7 people watching. Good enough for me, all right? Good enough for me. Put some gloves on. My big dumb hands. Yeah, I hear you, man. Get as many hours in as you can. So I keep telling my son Liam, he bought himself a Honda Ruckus and he's making payments on it, and he's paid up until September already. And I'm like, all right, slow down, man. That's the way credit building works, is that, you know, you don't want to pay it off too soon. So that's pretty cool. All right. These have been sterilized. Let's take a look at the eggs. This is killer pied to my 100% proven het pied female. And she is not proven to be Posset Lavender. So it is Posset Lavender. We have 8 eggs. This is day 54. Now, I'm going to put this out there. Yes, you've heard me say quite a few times that I always wait for a few to pip. Well, that's my basis when somebody asks, what do I do? When do I do this? When, you know, that's the safest bet for me to tell you, if you're new to this, when to cut your eggs. And right now my windows are all open and I'm okay, good. There was a crowd that was starting to form doing this in the window, but they started walking on. I think they noticed they see them. That's always funny. But I always suggest that you wait for a few to pip. Now I have a few that have some scratch marks on here that I know they do. I know it's day 54. I know my eggs. I know that these are actually ready and they will be safe. So I am not concerned one bit. But if you're asking, if you're new to this, it's just best to wait until you get a few pippers. Okay? I just want to be clear on that. You know, I feel like the community almost makes you feel like you're walking on glass at sometimes. You know, don't get out of your comfort zone. If you've been doing something for a very long time that has worked great for you and you're confident in it and you have proof of happy, healthy snakes and stuff, just don't let nobody make you feel bad for the way you do things. There is 100 ways to skin a cat. I don't know where that saying came from, but it's just true. There's a lot of different ways. You see something that's detrimental, then, you know, you have every right to say, hey, listen, maybe you don't want to do that. I choose to do stuff like that in a private message. That's how I like to do it. You can do it any way you like. All right, let's move this over. And yeah. Not that I think I'm going to drop any messes, but why not be a little cleaner? So if you look at my egg box here, you can see I use the River Rock, the Great, and water. Reusable. I love it. Do it any way you like. People have been using vermiculite forever and a day. It works great. I am not. I don't care. Like whatever gets you the final product, healthy, good, happy. That's all that matters to me. It's the way I do it. I also like using these little tiny clothes, little what are they, paper clips that are coated. They seem to work really well clipping into the side of my little grid here and holding eggs into their place. So I don't know. Again, somebody might want to try that down the road. So I know that these eggs are ready because they are all stuck to each other and now they are not. Well, I don't like, nope, this ain't gonna work. There we go. Yeah. I have to admit something here. Going Youper made a mistake, and you admit your mistake, especially when you do things like this in the public eye. One time, the wrong male went in with this female. So I will be bummed out if this isn't either pastel 100% het for pieds or pastel pieds, because that's the only 2 things I can get from this clutch. I did not seal lock with the other ones. I made the mistakes. Keep your head separated and don't do other things while you're doing things, because that's what happened with me. I was on the phone and I am not one that can do a whole lot of things at once. So if you all are ready, hit that like button and I will start doing this. You know what I mean? And I always like to pinch the top side, push the veins down. very nervous about this clutch. That's another reason why I'm cutting it right now. Had a little bit of worry that I had the wrong mail in here. What's up, Becky's joined the group. This is awesome. What's up, Beck? I have not seen you in a while. I tried to catch you guys' live thing last night. Dancing in the street sounds like something I like to do, especially on a Saturday night. And I didn't catch it all. Bad connection. You all have the same problem as I do, living in the middle of nowhere with crappy phone. All right. So, first egg, let's do it. Oh, also, I don't want to forget. If you remember when this clutch was laid, I said that if I have more pieds than I do pastel het pieds, that I would be doing a pied giveaway when my channel hit a milestone. Now, I'm not telling you what that is because I'm not trying to gain a bunch of subscribers. It might not even be a subscriber milestone. It might just be something to happen within my life that's going to be soon, sooner than later, because I can't house a million snakes. Selling almost everything this season. I will be keeping one female pied, pastel pied from this, and I think I'm keeping 2 GHI Mojaves out of the 3 females that are being bred for that, and any super orange dream stuff. Other than that, unless some crazy paradox thing comes out that I just have to have, everything's going up. What's going on, Todd TNT Balls? And again, I want to say hello and thank you to all the people that are watching that may not have accounts, so they can't really type anything in there. Hey, let's get started. Now, normally I trim the whole deal off here, but I'm just going to do the half moon style. Okay, so I'm hoping for a bunch of pieds. Pastel hets ain't bad either, but I am hoping for a bunch of pieds. All right, looks like we got one pastel het. One pastel het in there. Let me take a better look here real quick. I hate misidentifying, especially when it's this easy, but I don't see any pastel pied-ish kind of markings there. It looks 100% pastel to me. At least it should be. All right, let's move on. Oh, I wasn't as prepared as I thought it was. Let's move on. There's one egg going into the incubator. Next will be you. And again, you can really tell when they're ready when they come apart rather easily. Oh, I'm making a mess on my desk. For the balls, what's going on, man? I actually have to talk to you, Steve. So I will get in touch with you here in the next week or so. Looking for some substrate. Now, my luck hasn't been the greatest lately, and I'm not really talking about in the reptile stuff, just in general. So let's hope this changes. Heads ain't bad, but I'm looking for some visuals. This ain't looking good. I might have to go see Jarek. It's looking like another pastel to me. All right. All right, now I'm getting worried. You get a het from Garrick DeMeyer, a proven het from Garrick DeMeyer, you take his word to the bank. So all the rest of these need to be pastel pieds. And here's a little side note for y'all. And I've been pretty clear about this before. I've never been a big breeder of a bunch of crazy different morphs. And this is my first pied clutch that I'm actually hatching out. Not only as Fitzgerald constrictors, but it has just regular Jason Fitzpatrick, the weird guy in Florida that has snakes when nobody else does. Okay. I got a belly here. That ain't helping the situation. It's too slimy and slippery. All right, this ain't looking so great so far here. Now, I should be 50-50, so in all rights, to be honest, I should have half and half here. Now I'm just hoping to be that lucky. Thank you, Kyle. Easy guy, easy. Easy guy, easy. All right. Aha, yes. Yay. We have a pastel pied, and of course we're going to get the belly. So, but I see a little tiny color in there. And yeah, I'm pretty darn sure that's a pretty high white pied again. Let me see. Again, you're not going to get a very good look. But yeah, good. All right. I'll take that. All right, Garrick. Won't be coming out there to punch you in the nose. Hey, people, don't beep the horn. I'm doing a live stream here. This one, this is the one. Whew, so yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks for the family up here, y'all. I'm not going to really get into it, but like with health issues and stuff. And so definitely be thinking about us. I'm not a giant religious person. You don't have to pray or anything, but just have some positive thoughts my way. We could use them. We could use them, and yeah. I don't want to get too emotional here. I've got an image to uphold. And that is about the craziest pied. This is a very, very low white pied. And the pattern on this, just from what I've seen right there, is crazy. Oh, wrong way. Sorry. Yeah, so that is like Dad, a very low white pied. So it looks like we got a high white and a low white, which is cool because I'll tell you, it really is 50-50 with the high white and low white pieds of people. I personally like a good 50-50 mix, but well, these ones are stuck together pretty good still. Oh man, you got some serious glue going on there. Let's just bring you all over here for a second so I don't I'm also trying to be gentle because I'm a bit of a sissy. Ooh, geez, these ones are stuck real good. Bam. All right, you guys hang on right there. All right, so what are we, 2 and 2 for 3? I think we are, right? Look again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, no wait, that might be a pied too. Actually, that one's starting to move around in there a little bit. It might be 3 pied and 2 het pieds, pastel het pieds. Right on. Yeah, we're definitely hoping for the best, man. That's why a good reason why I'm cutting these now too. I want to make sure they're well and good to go because we're going to be heading down to Milwaukee on the 9th, 10th, 11th, and maybe longer. And I got to try and raise enough money to do that. No, I'm not doing I'm not going to do a charity thing here or anything like that. The VA, he's a veteran. It's my father-in-law, and the VA's so far taking good care of him. And we're going to do our best. So check this out. Another pastel pied. Awesome. And we will look at all these again so I can get a better idea. And then I can get them back in the incubator. It is pretty warm in here right now, let me tell you. I turned the fan off a little while ago. Definitely want to appreciate all the people that stopped by. 15 people. That's pretty cool. Again, this wasn't really planned out to be this way. I figured I'd just do it live, and it's nice to talk to people right now, to be honest with you. Got to keep my mind off of stuff. Lola should be dropping these eggs anytime. Same pairing as last season. Hopefully get some more blue-eyed leucistics. I really don't even care. Everything that pairing made last season was beautiful, beautiful. Cleanest I've seen, so I'm going to try and duplicate that. Plus, that's really what I breed. I breed things. Where can I get this in the best view? I breed things that make cool stuff with other things because they're affordable for people. And I'm not some giant name out there. You're not going to go buy a $3,000 dreamsicle for me if Garrick DeMeyer has, the same one sitting over his place, and I get that. That's how it is. You got to make a name for yourself. Wow. This is a very high white pied. Well, maybe not. That's just belly. But yep. I believe that to be another pastel pied as well. Again, getting the belly shot. Now, these guys will be in their egg for probably another 2, maybe even 3 days. The other ones looked a little bit farther along, but again, when people ask, I tell them wait for a few pips. Everybody has their own way. That's fine. I tell people that as in general, and I kind of wait for that mainly to myself, but my schedule is a little bit thick and crazy right this minute, and I've done this enough times to know that when the eggs are ready and when they're not. So please don't always just do what somebody does unless you understand what they're doing and you won't have any issues. But I'm also not going to be judged by anybody for doing what I do. I've done this enough times. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I love my animals. Nothing to prove. And we got another one. So the last one is another pastel pied. So it's looking like we were definitely pastel pied heavy. Pretty awesome. And that also means that I honor my word. That means next little milestone, whether that be some really excellent news happening for us next month, whether that means I hit a certain number of subscribers and I wasn't expecting it. Again, not a subscriber grab. Just the next kind of bigger milestone that happens. I will be doing a giveaway with a pastel pied. Again, I'm going to double check this, make sure we have more pieds than we do not. And I will reassure what I just said right there. So let me get this area all nice and clean. It's my sanitizer solution, rubbing alcohol, peroxide, and water. I do 3 equal parts. So I use to do a little bit of a sanitizing when I clean out my bins. It works great. I don't know if other people use that or not. That's what I use. All right, let's put these bad boys back in front of us and try and see what we actually have. And I will try and move this around if you work. All right, so this first one. This first one definitely pastel 100% het pied. The second one is definitely a pastel 100% het pied. Dad visual killer pied. Mom was a het. Now these are also all possible het lavender as well. I do have to say that Garrick told me that mom was possible and probably het for lavender. Now here we have an upside down snake. I'm going to call it a pied because it's pretty darn white, and I actually think it's a really high white pied. Very interested to see that one when it comes out. This is a crazy looking pied. I really want to see what that one looks like. You guys can't see, and you probably can't see with this crappy camera, but there's some crazy little speckling going on. I just love that. That's why I don't mind low white pieds when they have those crazy markings. So, all right, so pied, that's 2. We will go right here, spin this egg around. What I believe to be another pied. Again, all belly for this one. Another pied. These are all pastel pieds. I'm just saying pieds. Another one right there. And then this one right here as well. So yeah, I would say I did really good on the odds. I'm happy with that. Pretty darn awesome. So I will be doing a giveaway with one of the pastel pieds. I'm not trying to be rich off of this. I would love to pay what I put in, but I can guarantee you I don't get paid and have not got paid for what I put in, and that's okay too, because I just love this and I love sharing it with all of you. But yeah, I just would like to be able to afford to take care of everything here. And if I made a few bucks, awesome. I have other things going on. Um, some of you follow my Facebook, you might know that I am on the planning board now. I'm a planning commissioner for my community. That's taking up a handful of my time. And it's work that if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I've said that I wanted to do something with and for my community. And this is something I have definitely said many of times in my videos. And I am doing it. Just like I said, I wanted to get into a shop. I have a 5-year plan. I want to get to where I'm going. I'm working really hard at it, and it's not easy and it's scary, but just keep one step a day. I just seen somebody recently, they were wanting to do something like this, and I'm like, just one step a day, plan it out, find out what you got to do. The first thing I did was found out, and I know people are having an issue, and I want to give a shout out to Ed over there at the Genetic Hunters. You know, you really, I'm watching this one move. It's so awesome. You really should check out in your community if it's okay to have different animals and reptiles. I checked out in my area right away. It was one of the first things I did, and they knew nothing about it. And I knew that that meant right away that I had to get in before they did something about it. And I'm glad I did, because immediately the day that I got this place and started moving stuff in here, they called a town hall meeting, which is just a couple doors down, and had a town hall meeting about how these snakes are going to get out, go into toilets, and kill people's children. Luckily for me, there was a man on the board that had a sister that had a snake, and she brought it up in Marquette. It got out and passed away because it's just way too cold here. And he assured everybody in there, and a few other people stood up and said, "Hey, I seen this guy at Will State Park and doing presentations, and he was really nice, and he seems to know what he's doing." And people are now been, ever since then, have come in here. The people that called the meeting, this is the best part, the 3 ladies that called the meeting are the ones that come by here the most. They were the first people to come by here. 10 minutes later, hating snakes. An only good snake is a dead snake, they told me, all 3 of them. 10 minutes later, they have selfies on their Facebooks holding my snakes. And that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. I was so afraid. But, just take your time. Make sure you got all your ducks in order. Make sure you can do what you want to do. And you will get there. Promise you that. Yeah, this is my first pie clutch right here. I've hatched out of plenty of other stuff, but this is my first pied clutch. I'm not a big pied guy. Like I know a lot of people like pied is their to do. My to do, my favorite 2 gene type morph is the Mojave GHIs. I think pretty simple. My favorite single gene all day long, recessive or not, is a lesser all day. I like things that hold color. The one thing about ball pythons is that they do lose that color, and I like things that really retain that color. So I'm going to get these in the incubator, and I'll be right back with y'all. And I will actually show you the other ones. They are still in shed. They haven't shed out yet. Yeah, how awesome is that, man? Great odds, 6-2. All right. Now I do have some water in there. They ain't drinking that water. That's not really. It's just to add a little bit extra humidity during their deal. Again, everybody does things differently. I'm weird. I worry about things I shouldn't half the time. Let's see if I can get these all. I'm not going to pull them apart, but I have some crazy looking bumblebees in here, and I'm not saying crazy. They're just very dark. I wanted to call them spiders when they came out. I wanted to call them spiders, but their heads are just not screaming that. So they have that darkness of the regular normal spider. They might. I wanted to say GHI spiders too, but their head stamps are screaming bumblebee, so that's what I'm going to stick with. This one right here is a Mojave bumblebee. We do have 2 Mojaves, no Pastavis at all. Pastives, however you guys want to call it. I know I get corrected a lot. This cool, sweet little normal right here, which you probably can't see, but it has an awesome number 8. Yeah, you're not going to see by my video, but it has a cool number 8 right there. It's cool. And we have this pastel that is, I don't know. I hate being colorblind. To me, it's like really orangish, but I can't tell. I don't know. It could be full of crap. But they're doing good. They're all in their shed right now. So we're going to let them do that. I'm going to put them back in there. I'm going to talk to y'all for a few minutes, and then I'll end this. Let me go put these sweethearts back. All right. Now, how cool is this egg box? My next clutch that comes in, the only thing I have to do, legitimately, I mean, you could rinse all the rocks and wash them all down if you wanted to, but you don't have to, truly. Only thing I have to do is wash this grid, wipe off the old who was in there markings, clean it all out, put it all back together, and reuse it. You can rinse the rocks if you want. You could even leave it like this and just clean the grid. I mean, I've done it this way, so you can hate on me if you like. It doesn't matter. That's the one thing you're going to find out. And the reason why I said I'm changing the way I do my videos is that I'm tired. I'm so tired of feeling like I got to walk on glass. I've been doing the things I'm doing for a long time. The people that I've mentored through have been doing these things for a long time, just like a lot of you. So that's why when you guys are hatching stuff, it's working great for you, and me too. And I'm just not going to make excuses for things. I hate that. Whew. All right. Anything else I need to do here? Anything you all have questions about? Everything. I'm holding back one female pastel pied, and everything else is for sale. Again, after they've taken their meals. Same thing with that other clutch. I'll do update videos on them. I will be posting them on Morph Market as well, and getting that all set up. I do ship out through Garrick, but I'm setting up, so I'm just going to ship through my place. I have talked with my FedEx people and my hub, and they're willing to go ahead and do that. They weren't doing it at their hub. They're going to go ahead and start doing it, though. So that's awesome. So I'll start shipping out my own deal from here, which make it easier. Yeah, and everything is going to be priced appropriately. I'm like I said, I'm not Ozzy Boyd. I'm not BHB. I'm not, any of these guys who have invested hundreds of thousands and probably $1 million in some cases, and they need to recoup that. I am just one of you guys, and I don't have to recoup as much as they do. So, all right. That's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Notification bell, let you know when I upload a video. And as always, I love you all. See me. Bye.